I'm Pastor Matthew Verhoeg from the Valley Alliance Church, and this is Luke chapter 9, verses 37 to 45 in 3 minutes. We are literally and figuratively at the top of the mountain in Luke's gospel. Peter has confessed that Jesus is the Christ. Jesus has been revealed in his glory on the mountain, and God the Father himself has declared his Son to be the Messiah. Later in this chapter, Jesus is going to set his face toward Jerusalem, and this marks a significant turn in the narrative as Jesus is now on his long death march to the cross. At this significant moment, we have this odd event. Jesus, coming down from the mountain, like Moses, is immediately confronted by a serious problem. "Teacher, I beg you to look at my son, for he is my only child. And behold, the Spirit seizes him, and he suddenly cries out, and it convulses him so that he foams at the mouth, and it shatters him, and it will hardly leave him. And I begged your disciples to cast it out, but they could not." We have this demon-possessed boy who probably suffers from a form of epilepsy as well, and Jesus' own disciples can't cast it out. Jesus responds to this situation. "O faithless and twisted generation, how long am I to be with you and bear with you? Bring your son here." Why does Jesus give this sharp rebuke? He doesn't speak to the child or to the father, but to the whole generation of Israel. The promise of God was to bless them and their children, but here they can't even protect their children from demonic oppression. This one child, in a way, represents all the children of Israel who were oppressed by darkness. And that darkness is not lifted by Jesus' witness and teaching, so Jesus, as the ideal son of Israel, would have to die in the place of his people. But first, the problem at hand. Jesus simply rebukes the unclean spirit and healed the boy. So Jesus rebukes the spirit and heals the boy, meaning that he both sent the demon away and healed the underlying medical problem. Everyone's excited and praised God, but Jesus immediately turns their praise to another direction and says, "Let these words sink into your ears. The Son of Man is about to be delivered into the hands of men." The Son of Man is a divine title from the book of Daniel, but this divine one would have to suffer. This whole chapter is this dance between the glory of Christ and his coming suffering. Just like the son of this man was healed through his evil situation, the Son of Man would take on all the evil of the whole world, and yet, through the cross and his suffering, in the end, be victorious.